I want to introduce someone who really proves the power of writing letters. She's penned more than 10,000 letters for veterans, police officers, firefighters, and essential workers. Great Heart. It's an experience that has not only changed her life, but countless others in the process. Please welcome Natalie, everybody.
Hey, Natalie.
Hi. Well, okay, so Natalie, you have written 10,000 letters. What did they say? How do you write that many letters?
Oh my gosh, I love writing. I'm like you, I'm a writer. It just basic, simple things. Just thank you, we love you, we appreciate you. It literally just brightens my day. I start the day off by writing notes. I carry them with me wherever I go. And when I run into a firefighter or a police officer or a veteran or a nurse, I hand them out. And I just love it. It's amazing.
It's a really sweet thing. And you have no idea, like somebody, could be having the worst day ever and you turn it around just by that simple act of kindness. How did this start? Like, where'd the idea come from?
Oh my gosh, you were talking about your mother. My mother helped me get this started. She was going through chemotherapy and she wouldn't come out of her room, she wouldn't eat. And I knew that if our roles were reversed, she would have dragged me out of the room and made me do something good for our community. So that's what I did. I had a drawer full of thank you notes, blank notes, and I dragged her out. We got it to the kitchen table. We wrote probably about 50 notes on Valentine's Day. We were both feeling sorry for ourselves, me as her caregiver. And we wrote these notes, got her in the car, and we literally drove around the community for about 3 hours. And in those 3 hours, she was smiling and laughing, and she found purpose, and I found purpose, and we did it every day since. She's been gone for 3 years now, but she made me promise that I would carry on.
And what a beautiful thing to have as a reminder of her. Like, what a beautiful thing y'all did. You started it together, and now every time you do it, she's still a part of it. That's an amazing thing. Well, I know these are just simple letters, but what kind of reaction do you get from people?
Well, I've not had a bad reaction. I feel like I found my superpower because I can make grown men cry with just a simple handwritten thank you. It's been amazing. I was coming out of the grocery store. Here's a great story. I was coming out of the grocery store and I saw a truck parked out front and he had veteran license plates. So I stuck a note under the windshield wiper. And as I was walking away, I didn't notice the veteran was standing right there. I heard a very angry voice, like, what did she leave on my truck? And it was a lot nastier and louder than that. But I kind of hustled to my car and I'm loading the groceries in the trunk and I look up and this muscle-bound man is running at me and I was like a deer in the headlights. I didn't have time to do anything but stand there. When he got to me, he had tears in his eyes and he grabbed me up into the biggest bear hug and thanked me. And we're like family now. He comes with me. He's very involved with this mission. He speaks with me. He came from Iraq. He was an Iraq vet, suffered PTSD. And I've seen a change in him since, it's been about 5 years, but I've seen a change and he's just so full of purpose, like my mother and I, that it's just amazing.
Yeah, woo. Well, let's meet that veteran. His name is JD and he is retired from the United States Army. Hello, JD, and thank you so much for your service. Let's lead with that, sir. Thank you. Why did Natalie's letter have such an impact on you?
Well, I was a military police officer in Iraq, and sometimes when you get back from overseas, the stuff that you go through, and like she said, I have PTSD, and sometimes you feel alone, and sometimes you feel like you're the only one that understands what you're going through, and you're the only one that is going through it at the time. And then to get something like that, for somebody to take just a little bit of their time out of their day at the time I felt like it was a personal letter for me that she wrote just for me. And, just the way it impacts you, you're having a rough day and it could be the worst day, ever. And just to get something like that just turns your day around and just makes you realize that there are people out there that still care, that care enough and that you matter too.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, feeling alone is the absolute worst feeling you can feel as a human, I feel. And Natalie, you're getting more people involved in this, right?
Yes, it's been amazing. It just has grown, and I have a Facebook page, and people are getting involved. They're writing letters, they're delivering them to their local heroes, whether it's teachers or whatever. And just want people to know more than anything. I feel so selfish some days doing this because it feels so good on my part. It's not just doing good for the people out there that you're giving these notes to, but it's such a cathartic way to go from a really hard day to something much better. I was in a Starbucks the other day, well, before this whole COVID thing happened, and I think somebody recognized me, and they left a note on my car for me. It was a Marine, and when I found that note, I literally broke down into tears, and it made me realize how important this is, this connection through the handwritten word. And especially for young people, and in these days of we're feeling isolated, it's so powerful, just so powerful.
It really is, especially like you said, because the isolation and such disconnection with everybody. And I think that you're right as well. It does help you as well, so it's a win-win just to be kind,